Willkommen. Welcome to the Broadus Martin Fort Germanna Foundation Visitor Center and Memorial Garden. In the year 1714, the first Germanna colony made the arduous journey across the Atlantic to Virginia, starting in the Siegerland area of Germany. Upon their arrival in the New World, the 42 Germans, known now as the First Germanna Colony, with names like Albrecht, Fischbach, Hager, Hitt, Martin, and Rector, were greeted by Lieutenant Governor Alexander Spotswood. Hoping to find iron ore in the New World when the Germans landed near Williamsburg, Spotswood took the opportunity to spearhead building Fort Germanna, named to honor both Queen Anne of England and the German workers he settled there. Fort Germanna is located over 100 miles from Williamsburg in the Virginia Piedmont at a ford on the Rapidan River. Significantly, this was the first British outpost in Virginia that couldn't be reached by boat, marking it as the westernmost edge of the British Empire. Later, Spotswood would build his personal home, known as the Enchanted Castle, on the same tract of land. In spite of believing they were brought to Virginia to mine silver, the first Germanna colony initially worked to clear the land and make it habitable. In 1716, Spotswood led a number of renowned citizens westward, across the Blue Ridge Mountains, on an exploratory excursion called the Knights of the Golden Horseshoe Expedition. A year later, in 1717, the second Germanna colony attempted to escape religious persecution by booking passage to Pennsylvania from Württemberg, Baden, and the Palatinate in Germany. But in 1718, they found themselves in Virginia and on the wrong end of a deal made between the captain of their ship and Lieutenant Governor Spotswood, unexpectedly forcing them into indentured servitude. With names like Krigler, Clore, Holt, Weaver, and Jaeger, these Germans would complete most of their servitude to Spotswood just 2 miles from the original site of Fort Germanna. Once relieved of their service, the second Germanna colony built Hebron Lutheran Church in what is now Madison County, Virginia. The wooden church was erected in 1740, making it the oldest continually operating Lutheran church in the United States. The Germanna Foundation was created in 1956 to preserve the heritage of the earliest organized settlements of Germans in colonial Virginia. In addition to its genealogical heritage library, the center houses important information and artifacts pertaining to the 2 original colonies from Germany. Located just behind the center is the Germanna Memorial Garden, with its granite monuments and benches honoring many of the original immigrant families, descendants, churches, and foundation leaders. It is also the final resting place of John Spotswood, the son of Lieutenant Governor Alexander Spotswood. Not far from the center, just across the highway, lies the remnants of the original Fort Germanna and the Enchanted Castle, currently under excavation led by the Foundation's resident archaeologist, Dr. Eric Larson.
We know through the documentary record that there's a lot of activity in this area that dates back as far as 1714. The archaeology that was done 30 years ago, primarily under the University of Mary Washington's time here, concentrated on Alexander Spotswood, Lieutenant Governor Alexander Spotswood's home that he built out here around the 1720s. They excavated that house and learned a lot about the remarkable story of Germanna and Spotswood's vision of what Germanna could be based on the giant, unusually sized mansion built 20 miles beyond normal settlement at that time of colonial Virginia.
Also under the stewardship of the Germanna Foundation is the former home of Lieutenant Governor Spotswood's widow, Butler Brain, Salubria. Salubria is among the finest and oldest colonial-era houses in the Virginia Piedmont area. While visiting the center, be sure to explore any of the 4 march trails in the 170-acre Segan Forest, the site of many other historical events from the colonial era of Fort Germanna through the Civil War, when the area was fully abandoned and instead used as a crossing point in the Rapidan River during several campaigns. We hope you enjoy your visit to the Fort Germanna Visitor Center and the surrounding Piedmont area. For more information about Fort Germanna and the Germanna colonies, please visit www.germanna.org.